Oh no.
But now that we're talking about video games, let me recap some of the good shit that was announced at E3 this past week.
Mario
And,
Party Superstar, the only thing that matters. Fuck
oh my
everything
god,
else.
at least let me get through this list, man. I have a game here called Elden Rings that was a corroboration with Hidetaka Miyazaki and George R. R. Martin.
Boo this man.
What is it?
It's called Elden Rings or Elden Ring. We got a first look at
Yeah.
it.
On,
It
on
looks
Xbox, right?
Yeah, it looks fucking great. I saw the trailer for it.
Really
Easiest
good.
way to describe it is it's a fantasy based game. Um, Microsoft announced all of the exclusive Bethesda games for Xbox. Like one of them was Starfield. I'm a little more excited about, as Ethan was saying, Mario Party Superstar. All the classic N64 games. Well, classic N64 Mario Party games.
Yeah, like this is totally my speed, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are my favorite ones, and they're bringing it to my favorite system, so we're good.
Right? Like, I play on the Switch way more than I do my Xbox.
Well, if my Switch was working properly, I would say that too.
Do you want me to? Do you
My,
want me to fix it?
I told you I
Eh,
don't know I don't know why it's being a little see you next Tuesday.
Oh, it just won't download, right?
Well, it
Oh
downloaded
no.
one
See you
game.
next Tuesday.
It
Uh,
downloaded one, but yeah, it keeps if I try to download anything new, it's like
oh.
error.
404. Game not found.
444.
4. So,
So
I'll tell you that.
Nintendo's the only one that I watched all through, like E3. Like that was the one I was most excited about, the one I cared about the most.
Oh my
And
god, yeah.
Mario Superstar, so excited. Although I do agree with what you and Alex are saying. Like that would have been great to have it as DLC, but there's so many different mechanics to it. You know, like now Coinstar's 20 coins, and then those games are so hard on the OG games. So I hope that they're the same level, if not a little bit
And
more challenging.
the artwork is fucking amazing. Nintendo really pulled out all the stops when they wanted to bring a life to these classic games. And they didn't just bust their ass at Mario Party Superstar. They busted their ass on Metroid. They busted their ass on the new WarioWare, which looks awesome and you can play with 2 people. We got a new Smash character, but we're not talking about him. It's just Tekken characters. They're finally coming. Bless you.
Finally.
Yeah. But the one big fucking reveal, Breath of the Wild 2 is finally has an announced year. You're welcome. It's next year. And it looks fucking awesome.
I saw some of the trailer, but I missed the Nintendo Direct for it. Are they gonna actually make Zelda playable?
So, well, I guess we already have a
We don't know
playable
yet.
Zelda because of Age of Calamity, which we did get DLC for that. It's already released. But that's a good point. I want to be able to play a Zelda in this. But
they show Zelda like falling, and then you're Link. Like there's a lot of different mechanics, and I'm sure Alan's gonna go over it, but it doesn't actually show Zelda as Zelda gameplay, if that makes sense. Like it's all Link.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to be a Gorgon. Come on, just let it happen.
Right? That'd be awesome. So I'm not gonna go too into detail about the trailers. Yeah, I definitely recommend you go and watch it, but make sure to pay attention if you've played any of the older games because they brought in aspects from 2 of their older games, specifically the Wii and the Wii U games. Like a lot of the aspects in
the worst ones.
Yeah. Arguably. I enjoyed Twilight Princess, and I enjoyed the little bit that I played of Skyward Sword.
Twilight Princess was early Wii, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or was it on GameCube?
Early,
it was both.
Early Wii.
It was both. It was
so that's a
Wii and
GameCube
GameCube.
one.
No, but that's also a Wii one. So it's both those games.
I'm going with GameCube. Screw the Wii.
Skyward Sword was easily not my favorite Zelda game. So I agree with that. Like I hated that fucking bird, that Loftwing or whatever it was so hard to control.
Yeah.
But
I
they
couldn't get through
took
the
the
first
good elements from those games.
With
Oh,
the puzzles?
Skyward.
Yes. I had the book too. No, I didn't have the book for that one. I didn't have the book. That's why I didn't know what to do.
Well, like last week we talked about Majora's Mask with Juan,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
wait. Yeah. Joey.
Joey.
Juan.
Too many J's.
Yeah. We had them back to back. It was hard.
I'm still waiting for Puzzle to play that game because I want to see her face when she sees Day 3 for the first time.
Oh my god, dude. Day 3's fucking awesome. Anyway, so the mechanics are Link and you in the trailer, Link no longer has the Sheikah Slate. Just how in previous games, in Link's dominant arm, he had the Triforce on it and he would have his power. Well, in the trailer, we do see him kind of show that he has power now in his right hand from the Triforce. And some of the powers that he has do seem like they're Sheikah Slate related. But the majority of his hand throughout the entire trailer is covered.
So I did see the part where Ganon's castle raises and it looks like, Ocarina of Time style.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, during the E3 Direct, when they announced it, and I agree, it does look cool towards the very end. Skyward Sword is the original Hyrule. So there's a chance that Skyward Sword...
timeline.
Yeah, in the timeline. Skyward Sword in the timeline predates Breath of the Wild. Does that make
It's
sense?
possible that there's still islands up there.
Mm-hmm.
I gave up on the whole timeline. I'm so confused when it actually tries to plot everything.
Nah, dude.
It all goes back to Ocarina of Time. If Link is successful versus if Link was not successful, and that's where the timeline splits. You have your variant.
Okay.
You have your 3 variants.
Speaking of variants,
Dun, 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 dun.
Wait, are we done with E3 already?
no, that was just so good of a segue. I'm sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. I also wanted to talk about the new Guardians of the Galaxy game that's coming out. That looks awesome.
That looks fucking awesome.
Mhm.
See, I was scolded by the Avengers game that came out. I would say that was probably the biggest video game flop I've ever seen in my life.
I've seen some people playing it. It's not the best, but it's not the worst, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, but in like the first 2 months, the player base went down to like 4 digits.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I know. Well, I really like the trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy, and I'm hoping it's a good game. The whole gameplay is based off of you being Star-Lord and kind of taking the Guardians of the Galaxy around
Can I be
the universe.
Drax, please?
I want to be Rocket.
I don't know if you can be the other characters. They portrayed it all through a Star-Lord side, so chances are you can only play as Star-Lord. Ubisoft gave a trailer for an Avatar game. You guys remember the movie Avatar?
Oh yeah.
Not Avatar, The
good.
Last Airbender, but Avatar. Avatar. It does look good. It's not an exclusive, so it's going to come out on PS5, Xbox, Series S and X, and the PC. Another thing that was announced by Microsoft is that the entire Halo collection is now free to play for multiplayer games.
And that's gonna be the new one,
Pretty
right?
cool.
Including the new one. It's going to be
Yeah.
all of the games. And that's already like effective immediately, even if you don't have Game Pass.